Welcome to Get Biz, Do Biz, Get Pay. I am your host, Luan the Don. We're gonna find out what it really takes to win in the construction industry. What it really takes to make a lot of money, have a great life, and be able to do the thing that you wanted to do. Enjoy. So all that is a perfect segue into. So what is core value? So the reason why I put this up there and I put this on my hiring ad, in my recruiting ad, is I want people to think like me. I want people to have the same type of principle, core value, a way of making a decision like me. I don't want people that go against me, right? So these, the company core value, but they're also my personal core value. It's my personal mission too as well. So core value is a set of value that act as the decision-making process within the organization. So it's very simple, right? If it's for the core value, then yes, make a decision, even when it hurt our profit. But if for against the core value, don't make the decision, even if it's for profit. So profit ability, just throw it out the window. If you make the decision based on these core values and stay in integrity of our core behavior, this is what brand is. When people talk about branding, what do you think of? You think of a logo, you think of trucks, you think of yard sign, you think about marketing, you think about billboard. But really, what ties all that together? So I'm going to give you a formula here: brand equal reputation, time awareness. Okay, so the core value is one thing, but you have to do them, and those are core behavior. You have to demonstrate those. These are what build brand. These are what give brand a brand identity. So why do I tell you guys all this? This is our brand. This is what we live. This is what we breathe. This is what we do. We don't build decks. We help family make everlasting memories with their loved one by recreating their exterior space in a timely manner. That's our mission. And that's a mission that everybody can get behind. People don't buy what you do. People buy why you do it. And this is why you do it. And you can take that mission and apply it to your own life. You all here because you want to make more memories with your loved one. We want to make more money. You want to have more time, right? So we all on the same mission. Because when we have alignment, then the assignment come easy. But when we don't have alignment, then the assignment can come very hard. It's like I used to have these couple sales guys that didn't necessarily align with my core value, who we stand for, what we do, and every single job was a fight because he didn't believe in me. He didn't have a conviction in who we are as a person, who I am as a person, and who we are as a company. And most likely, it's just not the right fit for him. So, right? So the reason why I want to go over this before we go deep to anything else is this is a time where you say, hey, Luan, I don't like that, okay? See you later. Because if you don't like something, if you don't like what the person stands for, why even go in business with them? Why even further the relationship? It's only cost, pain, and anger towards the both party, right? So what we are looking for, what I am looking for is alignment. Which these are our core value, and I expect you to embrace it when you're on company time, or even better, when you're off company time, because I don't tell you go rob a bank or anything like that. It's basically, it's just to make decision, to represent the company, to represent our brand, embrace our brand identity, and have alignment in everything we do. So the first core value is love first, which is treat client like family, treat other like family, always lead with love and help others. You give more, you get more. We operate with a help first mentality. And this is, as for salespeople, this is what the core value means. Help first mentality. And what love first mean? That's me being a team player. It means you celebrate success and seek counsel when there's a failure. And most importantly, these value is put first because Nothing happened without this value, right? And we're not aligned with our client. We're not aligned with our teammates. We're not aligned with the company vision. So this ties into our mission, everlasting memory. That's a form of love with their loved one. So when we sell, we don't really sell that. What we sell memories. We sell an emotional, and you're gonna hear this word a lot, emotional connection to the end result. Because by the time you're done selling them a car or deck or whatever, they're not gonna remember what type of decking you put on there. They're not gonna remember what type of railing they put on there. But what they worry about is when Lance invites John over, they're gonna worry about the feeling that they have when they're sitting down on the couch looking out at the view or whatever, enjoying a whiskey or enjoying a cigar or enjoying whatever it is they enjoy. That is what they want. That is what they buy. So our job is ethically pull this emotional connection out so when we can help them achieve their goal ethically. And the second value is elevate and innovate. So this tie back to the love first core value, elevate and innovate. That means that we always celebrate others. Whenever there's a team win, there's a personal win, guys getting their sales goal, we always celebrate others. We don't get jealous, we don't have envy or anything like that because everybody get the same opportunity, everybody's got the same 24 hours in a day to make an impact. So we always celebrate others, not put others down. And always have a growth mindset. There are two types of mindset. There's a fixed mindset versus the growth mindset. The major difference between these is the fixed mindset is can't. And the growth mindset, you just add one more word, can't yet. Back in the day when I was, I think, about 20, 21. Back then I used to say, man, I will never be a millionaire. Never. Never is a strong word. So with this fixed mindset, people will say can't, never, won't, hope. That's what the fixed mindset does. As a growth mindset, I can't sell, I can't make $1 million yet. So it's opened the door for you to learn. And the growth mindset belief is with repetition, education, and counseling for learning, you can achieve anything. And then from this growth mindset, you tie it back to the SMART goals that we set out for ourselves. It's a ladder. You keep stepping up and up and up. So that's what a growth mindset is. If you can't do something, don't say you can't do it. You can't do it yet. So the third one is continuous improve on efficiency. Is as far as in your role specifically, sales is basically what to do to increase close rate, how to manage your calendar better so downtime is effective, and then you want to increase your ticket price. And then I will go into upsell and suggestion and anything like that. But basically, you can increase close rate, save down the time that you kind of in between appointment and make that a revenue generating activity. Increase ticket price, which is more upsell, more suggestion. Hey, can I make a suggestion? Yeah, what's that? Hey, it looks like you guys spend a lot of time out here. Can I interest you in a roof covering over your deck? Oh, sure, An average ticket price is $25K. What if you can increase that to $40K with like a covering? On your average, then maybe you won't have to sell as much. Maybe, you still sell that much, but maybe you get more bonus because, 40,000 commission is better than a $25,000 on a $25,000 commission job. And then the last but not least is this tie back into, your mood. Have an upbeat and positive attitude because not so much in sales, you do get beat down a lot, You do go like this. It's never like one sale. So you don't get paid for the yes. I know the yes is coming. You get paid for all the no's you take and turn around and do it again. So it's not about the yeses. Yeah, you get bonus on the yes, but really the no. So and then sometimes people, you sell something, people cancel on you. There is a 3-day cancellation fee right here in Nebraska, but I've never seen a judge that don't rule for the homeowner.
Right.
So every time they want to cancel, we let them have their money back. So that is, for every sales guy, there's about a deal a quarter where they lose out on because, sometimes people are assholes. I have overcome those objections and keep them on board, and it turned out to be a shit show. So having an upbeat and positive attitude, that's basically that helped me carry to. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This shit is not for the weak. Owning a business and scaling a business, growing a business, onboarding people, and throughout all that, to be able to do this, I have to be positive. And then what it means by that is there's always 2 frame of reference when something bad happened for you. And if you can learn how to reframe your situation, supposedly bad happened to you, right? So 1 frame of reference is short term, right? Like when 1 month into the business, I was building some stairs and fell off, broke my leg. So at that point in time, the short frame of reference, oh fuck, I'm out of commission. For a year, I'm not gonna make any money. This bullshit, blah, 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 blah. But then later on, what happened is when I did that, when I broke my leg, I still had open job, things like that. I met my partner, Adali. He helped finishes out all the job and do all this stuff. Then a Eureka moment pop up in my head. Wow, I don't have to do the physical work to actually collect money. So then, what take people about 3-4 years to get out of the field took me a month. So the long frame of reference is, hey, that's a blessing in disguise. Now, because of that accident, it only took me 1 month to go through the mindset change from working in the business to working on revenue generating activity, which is marketing and sales and finance, all that stuff. So same thing, anything bad that happened for you, right? That happened to you, right? Is try to teach you something. So if we can reframe that, why did this guy tell me no? What is this situation trying to teach me? So if you can reframe every single situation, whether it's good or bad, there's always 2 frames of looking at it. A closer frame, or you zoom out. And for a future frame, like 5 years from now, what is this accident? Or what is this event? What is this training is going to impact me? How? So 1 short frame and 1 long frame is going to change your outlook a lot when something bad happens to you. One other example I can give is when you lend somebody money, right? And they don't pay you back. That's probably a blessing because, hey, well, it took $2,000 or whatever for them to reveal who they are. So, it can be applied on any aspect of life. So that's why this is a good exercise to do when something ain't right, something ain't going right. Something that you can't control that going against you, or so you thought at the moment. So it's just trying to teach you something in that very, very time. And sometimes people don't learn. And that's why shit keep happening to them, right? And here's the thing I know about happiness. Nothing external is gonna make you happy. You decide. Happiness is the decision because it's internal. No amount, if you're not happy, no amount of money, things or whatever is gonna make you happy. You gotta fix what's internal first. And sometimes that is what I see in people when they're not happy and they think money and they want to make more money and they think money gonna solve. What I would tell them is go dig deep into yourself and find out why you're not happy and solve that first. So when the money do come, because if you're unhappy and somebody give you $30,000, you know what's gonna happen, right? They're gonna go blow it on some stupid shit, and they're gonna be in even more of an empty space So happiness is something that you have to fix within you first, and I can guide you of how to be happy, but it's not that hard. It's having good relationship. Is make sure your personal is good, your fitness is good, and make sure your family is good, and then the finance and the faith and the friendship has come. So we are an animal. We are social animal. They did the study, and I think some idiot come up with a concept of the quietest room in the world. They give people, I think, 100,000 or $1 million if they can last an hour in it. And I tell you, and a lot of people take it, nobody can make it because it's so quiet that you can hear your own heartbeat. And most people, we cannot dealing with being alone, being by ourselves. So that is why the first two core value and why happiness is the decision. And if you're unhappy right now, tell me so I can show you how to be happy before you make all this money, because all you're gonna waste on is vices. Not necessarily good for you. And I'm not here saying that I don't do shit. I occasionally drink, occasionally, do coffee and things like that. But occasionally go on a trip. So I'm not saying you can't have fun, but you have to be at a place where money don't ruin you. Because I used to have an 18 years old sales guy, and then he make a little money. He was able to sell that. So that's when it clicked on me that anybody can do this shit if we give them a set of process to follow. But then it ruined him. It ruined him in a sense that now he think that he can do everything there is in the world, and then just get into the real tough and dark place. And at 18 years old, you can't tell me that you know what life had to offer. There's no way, right? So the third one is my favorite core value is act courageously. What means take the action decisively, take ownership of your mistake, proactively communicate, and be coachable. This core value is something that I embraced since I was, owning up to work. Is one of my, you would say, it's one of my competitive advantages, but it also can be one of the things that hold me back at the same time. That's why I tie it to be coachable and take ownership. Without these two, it's like this. It's just being an idiot, right? You just keep doing things without analyzing, adjusting, seeking counsel. Act courageously mean be bold, believe in yourself, but have the power of knowing when you don't know. And it's self-awareness and it's integrity with yourself. And most importantly, this values in here is because I want people to make decision. I want people to make a decision. If it's wrong, we'll fix it. If it's right, wow, you learn something, right? If it's wrong, you still learn something. Although I see where people, and this is in business, it's really funny, is the people that have a business degree go to 6 year of MBA school, they can't make a fucking decision. And that business, 80% of the time is required, business and sales and marketing, 80% of the time is fortune favors the bold. So boldness is way more valuable than smartness. And people don't want to be bold because they don't want other people to judge them, right? They don't want to appear as a failure. They don't want to be judged for their mistake. But what I would tell you is, nobody give a shit. They got so much shit with themselves, then, your mistake, but then they got shit that they have to deal with in their own. We think we overside the amount of shit that people gives, but we underside the amount of shit that we give ourselves, right? So we gotta give ourselves permission to be bold, and then in that process, with enough humility, then you can learn at the same time. And that's why I learn so quick. But that's why I make a lot of mistakes, and that's why I fail a lot. But in those failures, where you're gonna learn to be better in the process. Bonus is the best indicator of whether or not a person's success. And most of the time in this day and age, everything's on the internet already. Everything you can buy a course for. You don't have to go to the traditional school to get, any kind of education, financial, marketing, sales, operation, recruiting, all that is out there. But people is not bold enough to learn, not bold enough to give up what they currently have to get what they want. So that's why David's people stuck where they are because they're not bold enough to change their situation. And I coach a lot of business owners through this, and sometimes people stay the same where they are because they're not willing to change. Because change is scary. Change doesn't mean they have to work. Change doesn't mean they have to onboard people and teach people how to do the things that they think that only them can do. That's bullshit. But they don't know if they don't know. And the earlier that people change because they want to change is the earlier they will get success. I've seen business owner, salespeople to where they stay the same for years. Some business owners, some people been in the construction industry for 15, 20 years, and they still doing everything. They still doing marketing. They still doing sales. They still doing that, and more power to them. But that's not who I want to be. That I want to create opportunity. I want to have a lot of people working, and I want to be able to support me in the thing that I want to do. Last but not least, do the work with integrity. So what's the integrity mean to you? I mean, I spelled that out right there, but it means what it means. Do what's right no matter what. So we can do what's right when people are looking, no matter what is, do what's right when the audience is you only, you and God. Do what's right when nobody is looking. Because from what I know is if you don't do what is right when no one's looking, you know who's looking? You. And then that's why people have low self-esteem, because they don't keep the promise they make to themselves. And that's really what confidence is. You set a goal, and usually that goal you distill down to a daily task. And if you don't do that daily task, that's why it's so hard for people to go back to the gym, because they stop. Now they beat themselves up, and all of a sudden it's 2 weeks you haven't been back to the gym. All of a sudden it's 2 months. So because they lost all their confidence. So one of the things is to do your work with integrity. That means you have to respect people's time. And it sounds so simple, but I bet you 25 the job that we win is because we show up on time, on the money, with a way to getting them the price right then and there, and ask for the business right then and there. And a lot more people appreciate it more than you know. And sometimes people don't make decisions the same day. We try a couple times, overcome objection. We can't. But basically, we have to respect people's time because they call us out for a reason. So you make it here already. We're already operating in the top 5% of the construction company in the U.S., maybe top 1%, because most don't show up on time. This is the easiest competitive advantages that you can have. Most don't bid on the same day, and most have no way of following up. But we're not most, we're deck bros. And the last two things is take pride of your work. Is the three sales reps that I hired last year, Mike was one of them, is they really take pride in their work. They really believe in our mission, and they have conviction in what we do. So the conviction is pride of your work is one of the things that's gonna, help you build the conviction, because the easiest way to sell is you have to believe in what you sell. There's people that don't believe, and it's kind of shows to their action. Here, just measure that. Whatever, man. I'll send you a bid in 2-3 weeks. Sometimes they still win that job. So it's give people a false sense of like, I can still do a minimum and get by. But we don't do that. We do more than what's required. So take pride in your work is having conviction in the mission, having conviction in what we do, And then once you can do that, always give your best. It's easy because that's what you do when you believe in something. Have you ever talked to a person that had just been saved by God? Something that happened and they had to come to Jesus moment. How convinced are that motherfuckers? They're convicted. This might sound like a code session, but convicted is better than confidence. Convicted means like it just is. There's nothing you can tell me otherwise that convince me otherwise. I'm convicted in our mission, our vision, and our value. And that's why when I go sell, when I do ride along, it's usually a sales because I believe in the company. I live this, I breathe this. So people sense that conviction, and by then the job already sold. It doesn't even matter what you say or do. Almost every single ride along is a sales, because if I do a ride along with a sales rep, it communicates two things. It means I care enough to go along with the new salesperson to show them the way. That means I will care enough to do their project. And the second thing is, two is always better than one. There's stuff right here that we don't even know that until we go deep into the sales training, ride along, and things like that. There's stuff that you probably do better than me. It's just the way it is. Everybody is different. That's why in our sales team, there's different personality of sell, and all of them can sell at the same amount of rate. It's because they're convicted in who they are and who the company is. We're not out there saying that we're number one, we're the best, but we will follow people to make sure that they have the exceptional client experience, because all this tie in our mission. And when the mission is big enough, the brand blow up, because in marketing, there's called direct marketing. This is your, SEO, ad, home show. Basically, direct would mean that you pay for play. So those are more of like, awareness campaign, right? So, and that's called, which is awareness campaign. And this is a branding effort. This is trucks. Home show can be one of them too. We'll just do HS. These can be your sign. These can be swag, biz card. And then there's the third one that it's called relational marketing. So branding, this one has a directly correlation. You spend more, you get more, right? And at a certain point when you saturate the market, you spend way more. So direct marketing go like this. You spend and you get. And there's a point of diminishing return. You spend more, you don't get more, right? So that's direct marketing. Doesn't matter. Home show, SEO, ad, pay for play, Angie List, Thumbtack, whatever it is. And then the second one is brand awareness. And this is the same thing, right? You spend more, you get more. More your side, more eyeball. More truck wrap, more eyeball. And it's still a pay for play. If you do more your side, that means more time. You have to invest more time, more people, more truck wraps, same shit. Yeah, branding is less quantifiable. And then relationship marketing, these are the only things that scale without a cap to it. So if you do it right, 1 to 2 to 4 to 8, 1 tell 2 person, tell 4 person, tell 8 person, tell 16 person. And that is what our main avenue is we market to a good product. And what you mean by a good product? Don't we just build decks? No, but the product involves the client experience journey, because everybody sells the same thing. Everybody sells a deck, everybody sells a fence, everybody sells a car. What's the competitive advantages? What's the differentiators? This is it. Client experience journey. When you get the product right, people are gonna call you back, so you don't have to do a lot of marketing, and then you basically don't have to sell a lot. There's so many sales that these guys have scored just because they work at Deck Bros. Like, if you ask Mike, he'll tell you, one of the sales, he was just getting out of the sales appointment. A neighbor, oh, you work for Deck Bro? La 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 la. Next day, the neighbor that he was just get out called him, said the deal signed because the neighbor sells for him. So that's why if you do everything that is in these core value, it will help build our brand awareness. And what is brand? It's reputation, time awareness. That's just gonna mean more lead for you, and not just any lead that already been impressed by our brand. They already got an impression from a neighbor, already got an impression from, your cousin, or their cousin, their mom, their dad, whoever. But to do that, we have to be unforgettable, and that is somewhat my job. Usually, we are very unforgettable out in the marketplace. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you find this episode helpful, or if it changed your life in a positive way in any manner, please share with another friend, tell another friend about this podcast. Again, thank you. Until next time.